Yeah, hello beautiful people, wherever you are, welcome back. It underscore Gintu back again from the home ground here to make sure they're gonna be democratizing and making things to get forward. Whoa, 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 whoa. Wherever you're coming from, thank you very much for you being tuned and locked in. We have high much of the hype here, so as you can just have this kind of detanglement of the video to go on with how the things are moving. And here we are. Oh, I check much of the things are still happening here. Let me go with the ladder to make sure that I think it is strong enough, guys. Let's go up. Exactly. I think it's very strong. Whenever it's gonna be coming with me down, that's a terrible mistake. I'll be talking about that is the movement. Woo! But it is shaking here like something else. You know the shaking of the cucumber. It's very shaking here. But everything has to occur very fantastic here to go forward with the remarks and the implementation. It's ongoing on top here. So I've reached to the brim of the moment here. Woo! Guys, you don't know that I am more than 82 kilogram of the weight here. So I think whenever, you know, sometimes you can talk about, oh, the fundi was here. We call them ndifus here. The ndifus were here, but due to unconditional circumstances, this is it's how it's happening. Woo! And I think I'm gonna be building here some small cages here, small houses here, because I can check how it's just decent here, and it's gonna be like a how can I call it? It's something like somebody can just sit and make sure that we are just looking all around. It's gonna be like a watchtower, exactly. So here we go, guys, and the house is now getting to the very fantastic moment as we just tangle at this kind of the moment. Thank you very much for everyone who has been tuned and locked in, because this is the start of this kind of the video, and we're gonna be making sure that we are departing and making sure that we're gonna be getting much of the things that's gonna be coming. It's always Gintu woo, Gintu B, yeah, Gintu C, Riet. Hey, guys, I'm shaking here, and I'm 2 kilograms. Yeah, not 2 kilograms, too much kilograms, or 3 much, exactly. So I'm gonna be making sure that I'm checking on the other panel to make sure that everything is running so conspicuously with an immediate effect. Wagwan. So they have just finished the putting here, so I have to pass here with a very high care to make sure that there's nothing to be logged outside, and making sure that everything is so fantastic. Bro, how are you, man? Yeah, everything is conky, the Babylon? Yeah. You have never told us your name, man. Oh. What's your name? My name is Snoop. Snoop Dogg? No. Snoop or Jose. Snoop? Yeah. Or Snoopy or Jose. Oh, Snoopy. Yeah. Hey. Yep. Snoop Dogg is here. Fantastic. Do you know how to sing Snoop Dogg song? I can try, maybe. You can try? Yeah. You can try? You are the Babylon. Let's go. But not today. Well, I came with a morale. Now you want to demoralize again, man. Not that. Yeah. Which song do you like mostly? About of him. No, not about. Or do you know Snoop Dogg? Yeah, the course. Songs? Yeah. You know the songs? Yeah. Yeah. Here people are artists here. Everything is going good? Yeah. And good. I see you are cutting the tiles here and there, making sure that. Oh, I see the main diff with the top notch is here. Yeah, how are you, sir? I'm good. Everything is good. Yeah. Adding up. So you are cutting to make sure that that one's for where? For this side. Oh, so you want to go with it right now? Yeah. Right now. Guys, here there's no much of a sleeping position. Every time is democratizing and making the changes here. As we're going to be making sure that the changes are coming, they have been soaked already. Fantastic. So I think my camera is making sure that you're going to be having water so as it can just cool down very fantastic here. Exactly. As we go, guys, they have been already soaked here to make sure that they're going to be drinking water. We're gonna be drinking water and taking much of water, so as everything gonna just go forward very fantastic. Here we go. So the tiles at this kind of the panel that are over. Now we are moving to the other section, which is moving forward. This has been much of the moment that we've ever been looking for, to make sure that everything is getting. And from today or tomorrow, but one or tomorrow, we're gonna be having the welding guy has already landed from Mombasa, making sure that we're gonna be having the welding of the windows and the doors, to make sure that you're going to be coming to the security panel, because it has been bleached much of the times, from the dogs, from attacks, from the accusations, from allegations. Right now we want to have our own security to be deployed with an immediate effect, as whenever we put some of the grease and the windows here, everything gonna be very, very fantastic as we move forward. This is the movement. Always we have the movement going forward. What I like about today here, guys, as you can just check, we have this kind of the tiles here. We don't have the wastage of much of the wastage. Even if we have cut small pieces, they're gonna be working somewhere, and that's how you can just see we are collecting them at one panel, at one place, to make sure they're gonna be working in another moment, to make sure that everything is going forward very, very fantastic. This is the best moment that we are ever looking for, to make sure that everything is put in a secure panel. So bro, yeah. I see you are mixing here.
Yeah, grout.
Oh, this is a grout, man?
Yeah.
So, oh, you're mixing. You're putting some of the cement inside?
Yeah, small. Yeah.
Oh, small. And amount. Again, do you put the waterproof?
Yeah. No.
Oh, it's only cement, because grout is waterproof already.
Yeah.
Guys, this kind of the house, it has been waterproofed here. I'm telling you the fact. To the top, whenever it's gonna be raining and it's raining inside, we will know maybe we got the fake materials. But to the real effect of the time, yeah, we have waterproofed it. Just imagine whenever you can start with this kind of the gutter, this one that is here. To the real eclipse of the moment is from how it was the concrete. It was placed with talk about a lot of cement, and it was a highly concentrated of cement and a high conch of waterproof, and it was poured there. Talk about the screeding. The screeding, it had waterproof. From the screeding, talk about the tiles. Tiles on themselves are waterproof. Talk about the grout. Grout is water. Yeah. Whenever it will bring some shenanigans, we talk about God. This kind of the people of where the hardware we are ever buying, we have a problem with them. So this is the mixer, and making sure that it's going to be very highly concentrated, and the ratio is very fantastic to make sure that it's sealing perpendicularly and with an immediate effect. You can just check, guys. Even you cannot differentiate which one of the following is this one and which one of the following is that one. So which one of them is this? Exactly. This is the equation that's always coming out from the panel, to make sure that everything is going forward very fantastic. And the cleanness is of the highest order. You can just take after the work, everything should be clean as possible. You know, guys, what is making us much of the people to hate? People talk about, you know, this kind of the person has much of the works. You know, much of the boys, or much of they talk about the top masons here. They talk about, you know, they can just do their work and leave much of the things available there. But whenever you see at the G Castle here, after finishing, everything is collected and the area is the way it was got. This is the best moment. This is the guy here. Yes, hello. Yeah. Uyo ni mgani? Leila ama nani? Rose. Rose ndo akona hizo manguo huko. Si yule mama alisema amesha clear. Yule mama alisema hata Rose amemwambia achukue vitu zake, ataanza kuzicharge extra charges. Amesema ameclear, amesha clear kila kitu, ameambiwa achukue vitu zake kutoka huko. Achukue hizo vitu kutoka kwa Rose mapema, kwa sababu zikiendelea kukauka ataanza kuzicharge 1000 a day. Sasa vile mama aliniambia, alisema nikupigie nikuambie hizo vitu zinaweza chukuliwa huko. Sasa unaweza ongea na Rose usikie, ama usubirie uulize mama usikie. Sasa hapo sijajua, mama aliniambia nikupigie nikuambie vitu zimekuwa za kuchukuliwa. Uh-huh. 300, hiyo ni 300 GBP. Hiyo ni like 50,100. Yeah. Okay. Sasa Rosi alikuwa anasema ni 300 pounds. Lakini ilikuwa ile siku ilikuwa anadai 300 pounds, whereby ukiconvert kuja Kenya ilikuwa na 167 so ilikuwa inakuja like 51,100 ama 50,100 hapo. Hizo ndio pesa alikuwa anadai, kama 5100 ama ni 51,100. Hizo ndio pesa alikuwa anadai. Sasa alisema zikiendelea kukaa hapo ataanza kucharge za kukaa.
Ndio.
Sawa. Aya, hiyo lakini alikuwa anadai, unaweza piga 300 times 167. Utapata like 51,100 hapo ama 50,100. Then substitute. Yeye ashiki simu. We are back, guys, after the business here a little bit and making sure that we are ongoing with the much of the things, how they are going to be getting forward, because sometimes the business also, it's what we are ever entangling and making sure that we're going to be getting forward with. As we continue and we can just check much of the things are still positioned in a way that everything going to be getting forward to its own brim point. So here, I've got much of the things to get unto you live. And hey, what's up? How are you?
Fine.
Everything is good?
Yes.
Hey, you said you wanted to recite a poem. You have a poem?
Yes.
Yeah. Remove your stick from the mouth. Fantastic. How are you?
Fine.
You are fine. What's
Yes.
your name?
Kimberly.
Kimberly.
E.
Kim. Ba.
A.
Eh?
Ki.
Eh?
Ba.
Eh?
A.
Eh?
D.
Little
D.
D. Kimberly.
F.
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 F ya capital letters.
F of capital letters.
Yes. Y.
Y.
G.
G.
Imekaa hivi.
G.
Kuna stick.
So you have a poem?
H.
H. So what do you say now? A. Okay.
Imeenda A.
Oh, Kimberly. Now we know Kimberly. Okay, you have a poem?
Yes.
Okay, recite the poem. Let's go.
Where are my bottle tops? Then I just on my desk before I cry. Again I ask, where are my bottle tops? Wow. Yeah, they are in my pocket. Sorry for being sad. What? Somebody devine my bottle tops. In the bottle tops, I can draw my doll by the name Jill. I can draw Mr. Sun smile. I can draw a ceiling, an orange tree. My bottle tops are my best friend. Who is the best friend?
Oh, my best friend is you. You.
Who's your best friend?
You.
Your best friend is Brayo.
Brayo. Hey, my best friend is Brayo. Brayo is my aunt. Okay, that's the poem?
Yes.
Who taught you the poem? No, you will fall down. Who taught you the poem?
Me?
You yourself?
Yeah.
Oh, my living God, you have closed the school. Which number were you? Which position did you take? Look at the camera. Which number did you be? Oh, not did you be. Which number did you take? Number? Ulikuwa namba ngapi? Number? Say number 1. Now number 1.
Nika graduate.
You will graduate. Exactly. Oh, guys are whoa. Standing is a problem because of the legging here. Exactly. Hi. See you. My leg is having a problem.
Ilivunjika kama yangu.
Kama yako hapana. Haya. Nakuja.
Kama karungu.
Haya, bye. And usimwagiliwe maji. Go slowly. Yeah, go slowly. Enda. The security is tight here. Security is tight. You have dogs there. Bye, Kim. Enda nazo. Zito enda naye. Zite basi. Thank you, guys. That was Kimberly, a little bit having some leisure and talking about she's gonna be reciting as a poem, and gonna be very fantastic here. We are training much of the people to come up, knowing on how to talk and how to speak and how to come out with much of the things. So as they're gonna be growing up in a good generation, and they have got one of the best moments to get themselves here and getting themselves to a new position of making sure they're gonna be having getting forward. And everything and security has to be restored to them, because right now I've been talking about I have to make sure that they're getting proper talk about security, but now much of the security is bleaching here. I don't know if things are gonna be getting how, but we're gonna be getting forward to how the things are getting. So they're always coming to make sure that we are having a best and a fantastic moment of leisure and pleasure at the same time, to make sure that everything is getting forward. So keep it tuned. We are back to the G Castle here to make sure that today's entanglement is to make sure that the G Castle is at a finished brim. Because right now, guys, you can check from this kind of the end. It has not been already placed with a grout a little bit, and this is how it's looking like. Even downwards, guys, it's there. You can just check. So it's just turning round the way it is here to make sure that everything is so fantastic. Woo! Fantastic. So it has a very good design of making sure that somebody can just see it from the far end and talk about, oh, which kind of best G Castle outside here. This is how the mood is, and this is how it looks like. And whenever it's gonna be finished, guys, it's gonna be getting a very decent, and the color coding and everything that are gonna be coming on, it's gonna be so fantastic. So we are getting forward to make sure that everything is so fantastic here, as we can just see on how the entanglement of the tiles is placed here. Wow. You use soft sand.
Yeah.
Soft sand. Yeah. And it is they are using a plastic mallet. Wow. So guys, we're gonna be getting to the far end there, and whenever now it's gonna be coming out in a very decent way. Somebody can talk about, oh, gain to war. And guys, we are talking about this is the best moment that we're gonna be getting forward with. But these metallic strips, they are running like a safari rally. I think you have finished the first bundle.
Not yet.
Not yet, exactly. So I think 3 bundles will be enough from my check, huh? Yeah, because if the one has finished here, and here we have some corneration, there we don't have some corners, man. So it's gonna be very okay. Exactly. So we're gonna be making sure that we are purchasing small. Not that sometimes guys I always talk about a small thing, small comes out. That is the best moment that you are looking for. It's not like the way we talk about, oh, I have to look for the whole of the money so I can just purchase something as a whole. Sometimes we talk about, yeah, the small, we go forward, and the best moment. And what I know, guys, it's gonna be placed even tiles here exactly, to make sure that it's gonna be going and touching to the, because here we have this kind of a plastic, or talk about not a plastic, it's called a polythene here, and it's now the one that is holding the cement. You know, I talked about the biggest aim of we using this kind of a polythene here is to make sure that there's no much contact between the cement and the iron sheet, because at long last, whenever it will be raining, there will be corrosion, and that corrosion will lead to the iron sheet to be corroded, and they will just start getting some holes a little bit, and they will let much of the water to link to the house. And that is the best moment that they are now using this kind of a polythene, so they can just enclose between this kind of the patio. So you're gonna be cutting this one here? You'll cut it after putting the tile. Yeah, it will look like this one here, guys. You can just check it here. Exactly. So even this area is sealed permanently. So whenever it rains or it doesn't rain, there's no much of talking about, oh, the house is going to be having this kind of the issue. No issues here. Everything has to continue the way we have ever been addressing that things has to get forward. So right now already, 3 tiles already placed here. So I think by some 20 minutes, it will be just at the far end, making sure that everything is so fantastic. So you're going to be now checking this kind of the house from the entire zone, because when I zoom this way here, you can just check on how the environment looks like and how people are going to be checking on how this kind of the G Castle is moving on top here. So what is really reflecting good, hey, my dog should not fall down, because hey, you know guys, this is where they are posed, and it's like a watchtower. So whenever they are here, they can spot that all people are maybe they're coming here, and they will just spot them very quickly. But the effect is, at what time we did run from here and turn around and go and find the person? Already they should have done something which is terrible maybe. So that is the mistake that they are doing upside here. So I want to be restricting their coming up here. So because of right now things are not working good. Exactly. So this is the best moment, guys. Whenever now they put this kind of the 2 strips here, so it's now looks so fantastic. As you can now check it, very fantastic here, because we are looking forward to make sure that we are moving in a very systematic way and finishing this kind of the G Castle with an immediate effect, because we are eyeing forward to have it finished as fast as possible, so as we can just get to other things that we have to do. And I talked about after the G Castle, somebody from the USA, maybe USA or UK or Jamaica, gonna be landing somewhere. You just keep it locked, because I'm still preparing much of the papers to make sure that I'm gonna be democalizing somewhere. Some people who are just there, keep it tuned. Gito might be democalizing wherever you are. Keep it locked. Wagwan. So here we go, guys. Everything is working perpendicularly. Fantastic. And guys, you know, the best moment about this kind of the deck is this deck gonna be so unique in a way that we're gonna be making sure that even the people who are just coming to the top here, they're gonna be having a very best moment. Even if you want to have maybe talk about maybe you want to use the electrical appliances, maybe such kind of the things here, and maybe you want to cook, you want to take a whole oven, or talk about you want to take a whole oven, you want to take a whole of the cooker. You can come with it even up here, but not a cooker. A cooker cannot be driven with this kind of the small sockets here. Maybe an oven can be driven with these ones here. But we're gonna be having electricity here to make sure that there's no problem in terms of charging. Whenever I want to talk about, I want to have my leisure time sitting on the deck here a little bit, having my cherishment here, I'm gonna be making sure that everything is a very, very fantastic to the top here. So to the good thing is we are moving very fantastic here, as we're gonna be checking on the other things that are gonna be coming out right now. So I think, guys, after finishing the panel, because we can now check on the other side how it's looking like. So it's already in a complete way. So after that completion here, I think about they're going to be taking this kind of the site here, or this kind of the walling here. And after finishing this one here, we're going to be talking about we are now a half over the journey, because we have finished the far end, and whenever we're going to be finishing this far end, the spot we are right now here, it's going to be meaning that we're going to be having a half to go. And they're going to be adding much of the tiles here. I think we are remaining with how many boxes there? Like 4 boxes already. And I think the 4 boxes are going to be 3. I think 3 boxes are going to be finishing this kind of a lane, because it's inside here, upside here, and the other downside here. So I think that's why much of the tiles are going, but it's a small, not a full. That's the best, because one tile can be cut like 4 strips or 5 strips here to make sure that you're going to be covering the one section here, which is the best moment that we're going to be getting forward. So when I go down here to check what is really happening to the down surface here, so as I can just make sure that everything is so wagwan here. Fantastic. Buddha.
Yes.
Wagwan. Yeah, you have democalized.
I've democalized.
Everything is good.
How are you?
So long, man. So long, man.
Yeah.
How is everything?
Everything is good.
This is Fundi who?
Fundi Duke.
Fundi Duke.
I've democalized to make sure that the security is tight.
Man, my security has been bleaching. Yeah. Now and again.
So I've democalized to make sure that the grills are well made here.
Exactly.
And the security is very tight.
And the security is tight.
Yeah.
Because the windows and the doors are the ones that are going to be securing somebody.
Providing the security.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And you have democalized? These are the attires for the work? Where is the jumpsuit? Oh, not the jumpsuit. Where is the overall, man?
Everything is already inside there.
Oh, everything is already inside.
Yeah.
So I'm just wasting your time again. Now it's me wasting your time.
No.
Because you could have already started the work.
Yeah.
You're going to be starting right now?
I'm going to be starting.
Yeah.
Just to make some frames, maybe the door frames.
Oh yeah.
Because it is late.
Yeah,
so
it's
that
late.
Tomorrow I can open the ways now.
Exactly. So you mean that you're gonna be working you alone, or you need somebody who can just work with you?
No, I'm going to work myself.
You yourself?
Make sure that the security was made by Fundi Duke himself. Yeah.
But you don't want somebody like boys here who can talk about, hey, bring me that one.
Yeah, maybe I'll need them by the time I'll be painting.
Oh, painting.
Yeah.
Oh,
but
the one else here. So how long will you take? Because you know the windows, you have calculated them.
Yeah, it'll take like let's say 7 days.
7, which is 1 week.
1 week, yeah.
You will have completed everything.
Yeah.
Wow. So I think electricity is fixed here, and everything is now waiting for you. The machine is already there.
The machines are there.
I'm gonna be coming there. Exactly. So guys, is already here to make sure that the welding is commencing with an immediate effect. I think here. Oh, my father wanted to buy here some basins here. Salam alaikum. Inshallah. Hapa ni mabeseni. Unauza?
Nauza.
Sasa hii ni ile mtu anasimama juu na ruka.
No,
ama hii utapasua.
Ukiruka huko na makiro si utafunja.
Sinaonanga wengine wana market. Guys, you know in the market of our area here, I think you can just take this kind of a basin here and somebody is putting the rags here and the kilos here and making sure that you can jump and talk about it. It's very hard. Buy my stuffs here. But he's talking about you can damage it. It does not have a problem here. Exactly. So everything is good. Yeah. Thank you very much. Sasa utaongea na yeye usikia kama atanunua. Lakini hapa naona mabesheni ni mingi.
Ongeza pesa ni jogi.
Hapa mabesheni ni mingi sana. Hello. How are you?
I'm going to find.
Everything is good?
Yeah.
So I think, you are, what is the work, what is this, weaving?
Yeah, to using monkeys, smaller monkeys.
Oh, that one, it's like
put a stone here.
At the middle here?
Yeah, and then you twist, then you throw.
Then you throw.
Yeah.
So it will say, and this kind of the monkeys will run like a safari rally. I think that is the main point here. And right now we have planted. It's a planting season already, and people are planting right now. Others they have already gone further, and to make sure that the monkeys are ever here, and they are so disturbing here, and for us to make sure that we are chasing them out, we're going to be making sure that these are the tools that they have to make. So as you can just insert here, it's 3-way here, and you can insert here a stone and you can twist it, and we're using your whole energy, and whenever now you throw it, hey, you see pew, and whenever a monkey hears such kind of a sound, they run like a safari rally. So it's the preparation before the service comes in. So it's a preparation. So because the maize are still young, like the way you can just see this kind of the field. So whenever it's gonna be reaching the section where now the monkeys can come to cut the stems. You know, even they eat the stems, you understand. So they're gonna be cutting the stems and chewing like sugarcane. So before they get to make sure that they are bringing such kind of the disaster, we should have this kind of the gadgets to make sure that they are being chased like a safari rally. That is the best moment that we have. Exactly. So as we just go on, guys, I've checked now the look of the G castle. From the far end, it's going to be having a little reflection here, and from the far end you can just check we have a white strip coming there, and the work is going on very fantastic. So as I have this kind of the moment here again to check on the fish ponds here. Yesterday it rained cats and dogs, and I think by now water, it has already I think water is now reducing a little bit because of still there talk about the this kind of the bricks, they're gonna be getting much of the water, talk about absorption of water. So that's why water is a little bit reducing, but yesterday it rained cats and dogs. That's why we are having much of the water here to make sure that we're gonna be having some fish very soon. I'm just waiting for it to reach 0.9 to 1.20 meters, so you can just have the fish installed here. Whenever I talk about fish, I do mean about one of the fish pond, which is this one here. It's going to be accommodating tilapia fish, and the other one at the far end, it's going to be accommodating the catfish. So we're going to be starting much of the rearing of fish with an immediate effect, because we have now reaching talk about the G Castle, whenever we're going to be having the welding here, we're going to be having reaching at 63% at the completion of the house. So it means that we have to make sure that other things are coming to alignment in terms of the fish farm here, in terms of even the greens here, guys. They are ready to be transferred to the shamba, and they are so big enough. You can just check them here. They are so big enough to be transferred to a seed bed to make sure that they are getting to grow there as everything is going. So I told you that everything gonna be coming in a systematic way. Right now, we're gonna be talk about replanting again or transferring to talk about a seed bed, and we're gonna be making sure that even the fish gonna be democalizing to this kind of the fish farm here. That is the best moment that we are looking forward to have it onto the position. So my security here, which are remaining here, they're the ones that are still having some food here. Exactly. This is where the Kimberly is always playing, like everything is so fantastic. Yeah, guys. And this is the moment that we're going to be getting forward and making it happen as we make things to change. So I think you can just check. They're still having much of the work here to do in terms of making sure that the ladders are placed here and much of the things are placed here for the movement of the G Castle to get forward. So I'm going to be updating you on what is going to be coming and how it's going to be coming to make sure that you are getting the real point at a time. So as I'm going to be getting to get to Fundi Duke, he's talking about now he has a machine here, and he will be ever telling us much of the stories east, west and south, because somebody bought him a machine, and this is not the machine he was being bought. I don't think this is the machine.
Yeah, this is not the machine.
This is not the machine, yeah?
Bro, that machine is the one which made me to... Maybe... It's the one which made me to migrate from Nyabohanse, to shift from Nyabohanse to Kisii.
To Kisii.
First, I shifted to Kisii because... Man... A friend of
we're gonna be coming to that kind of the story, because guys, he was being promoted, and when we ever talk about whenever somebody talk about that are gonna be promoting you in this one, and whenever it reaches to the point now you are about to finish the work, you are told that now I don't want to see you, and then you understand what I mean about, and that's why I asked about this is not the machine that I saw it was being bought, that this is from Fundi Duke. But right today, you're going to be giving us much of the talk and making sure that everything is so fantastic.
This is mine.
This is now yours.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
And
fantastic.
it is one of my machines.
One of your machines.
Yeah.
Exactly. So I think we're going to be coming to him. I'm going to be telling us more about himself, because he's talking about this is one of his machines. Why is he doing the work? And why did he migrate from Nyabohanse? And why did I talk about going to be getting and engaging back with him so they can just have much of the work to go? Because I talked about maybe next time you're going to be seeing Strongman here.
Yeah. Yeah.
Next time you're going to be checking Strongman here, and maybe next time again you'll be checking it's now called Go Concept. In concept, interior. Nowadays it's called Go Concept.
Go Concept. Yeah.
Exactly, yeah? So you're going to be checking Go Concept coming for the ceiling. Everything is fantastic. You can just check. Maybe the decoration inside, you'll check one of the guy called
Sky
Art Deco. So I am always moving forward to make sure that everything is representative, you know, you understand. And for the fact that I ever grew with him and I know him, he was the one who was preparing things. I was there. Whenever the generator was bringing shenanigans, he was there. You're going to be coming to that kind of the stories whenever it comes to the next video. Keep it tuned, keep it locked, because it's going to be coming next vibe on how and why was he taken away, and is part of the program of how Gintu was chased. That's a small hint about it. We're gonna be coming to you. So this kind of the blocks here, they are already dried up to make sure that we are democalizing exactly, and we're gonna be watering them to make sure that they are gonna be having a strong moment or momentum for them to be used in the top side of the G Castle there. So I think this is how the things are moving so closely, and we're gonna be coming back to that kind of the brim point. Right now, even I can just jump to make sure that things are coming to you live. Security is here already, so everything is fantastic. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Back to the top side of the G Castle here. I told you guys that he's moving like Safari Rally. So if it could be this way, so I think if right now you can just check on how he's just putting it here, it means that whenever it will reach to the interior, talk about the ground floor, it will be like water. You will just be placing whenever you come in the evening. 2 rooms are already complete, 3 rooms are already complete, and you're gonna be coming to that moment. And he's the one who is having everything here, and you should do everything A to Z. As you're gonna be making sure that other works are still coming in, as you're gonna be finishing up the tiling here, and some 2 iron sheets here to be placed where necessary, because you have a little bit of a gap here, and I ran out of the talk about the iron sheet. A little bit, they are already democratized here, so there's not much of the defect about this and this and this and this. They are already onto the place here to make sure that we are fixing the panel which has a problem. So that is the best moment that we have. And from that one now, we're going to be talking about after finishing the top here, talk about the tiling. We're going to be making sure that we are democratizing for the plaster. It's going to be coming so fantastic. You keep it tuned, guys. Everything is systematically arranged, and if systematically arranged, other things are continuing as the way forward. When I talk about this, the gentleman here making sure that application of it's called grout.
The grout, yeah.
Yeah, you are grouting now.
Yeah.
The act of putting a grout is grouting, eh?
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah. Something like that, or that way.
It is that way.
Oh, it is that way.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. So you don't have the tools to apply.
No,
You're
no.
using slippers.
But these are the common tools.
Use the local material around you
Available, yeah. Of course.
to sustain your sustainability.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
My father yesterday told me that way. That way you see even him, he's weaving there. Talk about, here we call it Ndurucho. How do you call it in English?
Maybe like... When it will come, I'll just tell you.
Oh,
yeah.
But you know it in English?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
I think, yeah. I will tell you when.
Then the roach is the one that you're gonna be chasing monkeys. Yeah. So in a local way, I can call it the monkey chaser. So he's making sure that he's weaving monkey chasers there. So preparing for the future. So he's talking about whenever they're using the slippers here, a pair of slippers, to make sure that the act is ongoing, is using the local material around you to sustain your sustainabilities. That is the best moment that somebody can just talk about, because sometimes, you know, the same work, the way he's doing the work, it's the same way if you go and buy the same stuff, because they're like even slippers like. And so you have to act yourself. Not everything should be bought. And talking about, sometimes you have to cut cost, and some cut costing there, so as you can just have a little bit of something remaining at the end of the day. Yeah. So the work here is protruding. So these ones here are going to be working to the other side, or they're going to be waiting for another way?
Maybe, but they can work.
They can work.
But the one which are out down there, inside the house, they are the best to use.
Oh, they're the best.
Yeah.
This one will be for feeding. Yeah. If you want a small cuttings, exactly. So that is the best moment here. So which time does they take, so as you can just take them from water? Or whenever you leave them the whole day, they will...
No, not the whole day.
If you can leave them the whole day, what will happen for them? Will they soften too much?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No effect.
There's no effect?
But they will suck a lot of water.
Or they will suck a lot of water?
Something like
They're the same, man, because they are waterproof.
Yeah.
How can they suck?
But they...
They are waterproof, how can they suck?
But they suck just a little bit.
Okay, a little bit. The only thing is making them wet.
But you see the bubbles coming out. When you place them, the bubbles just come out.
Oh.
It means they are sucking.
Oh, there are some of small holes. Okay, fantastic. Yeah, exactly, guys. And this is the movement that we are making here, and making sure that we are getting to the brim point here. And guys, I really appreciate your time that you have just taken to make sure that you are also watching the video from A to Z, and keeping in, commenting the positive vibe, always coming from the G Castle here. I appreciate your moment, and kudos to everyone who has been tuned and locked in, because this is the best moment that we ever get forward to, and we are intensively coming out to talk about we are making something to move. When I said about when I see something like putting even one tile, talking about I've placed this kind of a tile today, it's a movement. It's not like we are lacking, it was not there, but they have placed it. It's something that we're talking about. There's an effort done already, and we are moving forward. And that is the best way of talking about we are moving. It's not the way it was, guys. And for the real fact is, when you see the real G Castle right now here, it's not the way it was. Right now, it's becoming a totally different. Even some of the people right now, they are passing from the way there, and they're looking here like even five minutes, a whole of 5 minutes, waiting about, oh, what kind of this guy, oh, which kind of a style is this one here? So I think it's one of the motivation to the village here, and that's how I always give myself a motivation, because it's something new unto our village, and it's something that much of the boys will be ever learning, talking about, oh, if Gintu can do it, what about me? That's the best moment that I want much of the boys to know, that I was like them. Not that I was in talk about maybe I was a born town. No, I was born here, and making sure that everything is fantastic. So everything gonna be coming to you live, and it's one-on-one. So keep it locked, keep it tuned, because I'm gonna be updating you what next and how we're gonna be getting forward. So he's back to make sure that he's cutting. Fantastic. So he has to cut and make sure that he's streamlining them to the far end, and I think that is the good movement that he's ever doing here. So we can just take a little bit of a moment here what he's ever been doing, because it's not an easy work, guys, and that's why you see there are two of them, to make sure that the work is smoothly driven. Not that one of, oh, bring top masons here, bring masons here, pour them here like water, and talk about let's go with the work. At the end of the day, you'll see, hey, what is working here? And you'll find some of the tiles are this way, some of them are some of them are looking like something which is not even correspondent to the way here. Exactly. So this is the best way here. Hey, and he has a pen here. So I was looking for the pen, and I was talking about it's gonna be having its own work. So that's the work now.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
I use it for marking.
Marking. Wow. Fantastic. So guys, is marking, and we'll just use this kind of a tool. What's the name of this tool, man? It's called
The tile cutter machine.
or tile cutter machine. Hey, everything. Oh, this kind of the things you can just guess them with the rock or names here, and you can get them. I understand now. Exactly. So guys, this is the moment, and this is the end of this kind of the video, and I'm gonna be talking about, thank you very much for everyone who has been tuned and locked in, and making sure that we are moving forward as the way we have ever been locked in. And this is the movement that we're gonna be getting to this kind of the brim. Keep it tuned, keep it locked. This is the movement, the G, real G, getting forward. Gin to A, woo! Gin to B, yeah! Gin to C, react! Gin to D, woo! As we're gonna be finishing this kind of the moment, keep it tuned. Fantastic. Na hii 100 inamaanisha nini? Iko full. Hii 100 inamaanisha nini?
100. Inamaanisha ile current yenye na nini inatumia kuchoma.
Oh.
100 ni huwa ni 250.
Oh, unaweza increase.
Hiyo full ni 250.
Oh. You can increase it to 250.
So hii nikichoma nayo inatoboa.
Oh.
Moto ni mwingi, nataka ile chuma yenye thickness yake ni kubwa.
Oh. Fantastic. Kama chassis. Okay.
Sawa. Sasa tu anza kazi.